school rule you hated most? My school loved group projects because teachers said they taught teamwork and real-life skills, but all I learned was how to do everything while others did nothing, and I got tired of pretending it was fine. It was my last year in high school, and in AP History we had a big final project worth 30% of our grade, but it was a 5-person group presentation, and we didn't get to pick who we worked with. My group was a mess from day one. I got Ashley, Jacob, and the twins. Ashley was the cheerleader, Jacob didn't know how to use a computer, and the twins acted like silly buddies all the time. At our first meeting, Ashley told us she couldn't stay long because of cheer practice, and Jacob didn't know what our topic was, and the twins just talked about who'd make a funny noise during the presentation, so I knew it was a mess right away. I asked them to pick parts, and I made a shared folder, and I even set up extra meetings, but they didn't do anything. Jacob sent one video link, Ashley added a random quote to our file and never touched it again, and the twins never even opened it. So I did what I always did. I handled everything. I stayed up until 2 a.m. every night that week and wrote the entire presentation, made the slides, found good facts, and added notes, and I even colored each person's part so they could read it easy. But this time, I was done being nice, so I took screenshots of my work and recorded my screen to show I did it all, and then I emailed our teacher, Mr. Callahan, with everything. I wrote that it was just in case our presentation didn't work out. He never responded, but I knew he saw it because I turned on red receipts, but it didn't end there. The night before we had to present, I made the final move. I opened the completed slides and selected every slide and deleted them, and then I saved it and put it on a flash drive. The next morning, I told my group not to worry about bringing anything because I had it all saved, and they actually thanked me. Class was full because it was presentation day, and we went second, so Mr. Callahan nodded for us to start, and I plugged in the drive and opened the file, but every slide was blank. My team panicked, so I looked at the screen and told them I might have saved over it by mistake, but Mr. Callahan raised an eyebrow and told us we could start, so we did. But it was awful because everyone tried to talk and said all the wrong words. It lasted 10 minutes and fell apart, and Mr. Callahan told us to sit down, and that was it. 2 hours later, he called me to his office, and I walked in nervous because I didn't know if he'd like it or punish me, but he looked at my email and asked me if I planned it. I said yes, but he asked me if they really did nothing, and I told him not a word, so he smiled a little and told me he'd hated group projects for years, but I gave him a reason to fix it. The next day in class, he told everyone that starting next semester, group presentations would be solo in his class because the old way didn't work and the room got quiet. By the end of the week, 2 more teachers changed their rules, and word got around fast because Mr. Callahan sent my email to other teachers as a student idea. Other kids who always did the work came up to me too, and they thanked me for getting the group projects banned because they finally would stop covering for the lazy students.